Hey, it's Jack from Alphacharts with a state of the market video. Today is September 14th, 2024. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You could also find me on X at Alphacharts365. I run an educational group there as well. It gives you all kinds of benefits. Really the benefits of a more expensive educational product, but for only $10 a month. Things that I give you, and again, this is just really the minimum, is a weekend long form, about 45 minutes to an hour video just for subscribers on the weekends. A focus list video, about 10 minutes on the weekends. Again, the point there is to meet people where they want to get their information. So I'm going to give information in multiple different ways. So how you want to consume it, you can consume all of it, or you can consume just the parts that you want, right? So the focus list video is shorter and just kind of to the point, to the names I really, really like for that week. Midweek video, right? Tuesday, keep you engaged in the market. Midweek market note, right? On Thursdays. Again, to keep you engaged, two different ways to help keep you engaged in the market. I also do a market note on the weekends. If you don't want to watch a long form video, but want to read a market note that's got charts all throughout it, it's a good way to do that too. Daily market scans, posts just for subscribers with my thoughts on how I'm looking at the market and what I'm seeing. Subscriber chart requests, they ask me questions all the time. Bonus content, right? Whatever, I feel like sharing, I share with subscribers, and it's quite a bit. So I don't tell you to buy or sell, right? That's up to you. I just tell you where I would manage risk if I was in that, or if I was thinking about a potential name. Again, if you're working full time, if you're new to the market, even if you're experienced in the market and just want another opinion, for $10 a month, it's a great deal, and it's month to month, so there's no contracts or anything like that. You could um you can subscribe, and then if you don't like it, a month or two months later, you can unsubscribe. Or if you love it, which is probably the more likely scenario, you'll just stay on and be glad that you tried it. All right. So give it a try. You can add Alphacharts 365, go to the homepage, my homepage, and click subscribe. Um, Thank you. And just looking next week, I usually don't show you this, but FOMC is on Wednesday, and that will be a market moving event. So just be careful. All right, let's get into state of the market video. So you see there is a long-term uptrend from the 2023 low, right? You see, we'll see it wasn't the low, but this is the most recent significant low, even if you say from the 2022 low here, which was a significant low, the most significant recent low. Um, we have a beautiful uptrend. There's no doubt about that. And now we have this volatility. And going to here, this is something that I've talked about with subscribers quite a bit, is that we had a lower high compared to here, over here on August 30th. And now we had, again, what looked terrible coming into this week, and it just really ripped higher going back. Now, where did it stop? It stopped in a lower high position. I don't know if this lower high is going to be a true lower high. We don't have any more. We need more data, obviously, and we only know in hindsight. But this is something that is concerning if we do get a rollover. Where is support found? I'd hope it would be around this 550-ish to 555 area, somewhere in this pink box. Above the 50-day for sure. That would be constructive. And I would say, yes, this is amazing. With that being said, if we break these moving averages again and break this low, which is the most significant low right now, that would be a problem. Or we could just chop sideways in a range, making, higher lows and lower highs until it breaks one direction. So what's my point here? My point is that we've had a very strong rally. We'll probably get some sort of pullback if I had to guess. Um, hopefully we have an area that we like to watch, right? We don't know, but we like to watch this area. And if we start to break these where my lines up here to the upside, I think that we can be even more aggressively bullish. And if we don't, right, when we get a more significant pullback, I think that, a more cautious stance makes sense. Okay. You see it kind of started running out of steam towards the end of the week. So we'll see how this how next week goes, especially with FOMC. Was this a bull trap or not? But as far as strong weeks go, yeah, that was a strong week, up almost 4%, 3.98. Um, and we have the spiders. The prior week were down 4, so it really rebounded and then some, as we can see here, off of that, off of this, kind of low area. So nice job, 4%. RSP up 2.69. So again, not as strong, but held where it had to. And really, it's right at all-time highs, right? Just below. So we have this significant area right there. This 176, is that what it is? 175.96, right? So we haven't quite hit that yet. But we'll see. And it looks like things want to rebound, but we haven't proven it by taking out that high yet. Qs, they're back above the 50-day. That's the positive. Um, it retested this general area and held, right? That's the positive, this 450-ish area, and held. That's a positive. So we'll see what continues. But again, you do have a series of lower highs and a series of higher lows now. And so now it's a bigger consolidation. And then, you know, something like that, right? There's your trend line. Fits pretty good. Let's just, tighten it up just a little bit. There we go. It's right to the trend line. Again, this gives me with a lower high, maybe a lower high, big run, FOMC next week. That's a little bit more of a cautious scenario, my opinion. Again, this is kind of how I talk with subscribers in a lot of ways. You have but let's go back here on the weekly. It was probably strong, 5.9, so big rebound on the week. Mid caps up 3% on the week. This one hasn't gotten above this kind of supply-ish area. So yeah, we'll see. Again, we have not taken out these highs in a lot of ways. So I'm not bearish in any way, shape, or form. But until we do, I still have a slight cautious stance. I do like that it held where it had to, which is also where that 200 was. Now, the next time, if and when it comes down again, that 200 will be in this area. And then that will be very interesting to see what happens. We got to be close to 200 in this area. Yeah. So another week or two, as this data gets eaten up, if this just goes sideways, you're going to get this 200 in with all these moving averages. That'll be interesting to see how price reacts to that. IWM on the weekly up 4.28. Yeah, again, above the 50-day, that's the positive. Lower highs, higher lows. Just a messy looking chart. Nothing I'm really interested in, and no definitive answers from IWM. XLF came back from the highs and did not rebound quite as good as everything else, right? Only at 0.49 on the week. So that's a little concerning, a little divergence from the indexes. SMH did amazing last week, up 10%. And but still underneath a declining 50-day. Again, lower highs, higher lows. This is what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting. We've all seen this head and shoulders up. I've shown it now multiple weeks. This is a potential. It's still in play. Don't think it's not. There's a lower high. As long as we don't take out this high, it's still in play, in my opinion. I think this 50 days is a big deal. And then we'll see what happens, right? But big week for semis and even equal weight semis. We're up 7.87. Again, not quite as good. And it stopped at the 200. So again, that's a little bit more concerning, right? So again, not a confirmation yet on semis, not a confirmation yet on XLF. IYT, Again, a very nice week. Last week at 2.27. Um, just a mishmash, no real signal there. XTN up 3.53. This is the equal weighted transports. Again, you see how all these moving averages are kind of going in different directions. Transports um, above key levels, but no real signal as far as trending higher or trending lower. Housing. Housing was up 5.59, so a strong move right back to closing all-time highs. That's a positive, and I think it's good in general. And XHB, same thing. So what do we have? We have a lot of questions going into next week, and then we have FOMC next week. That's the way I'm looking at the market. I saw huge bounce back weeks in the indexes, with the ones that were beaten down the worst bouncing back the best. I see a series of lower highs and higher lows. So it's more of a consolidation look than a all clear look, in my opinion. And I see that same thing for some of these indexes. I'm not, besides housing, nothing else was really in that what I would consider the all clear area. So I think it's time to continue to be um optimistically cautious, right? Doesn't mean don't buy stuff, means, start to nibble, start to buy some things. Obviously, hopefully you guys did last week. That was our position. Is as soon as we started to get that change of character, again, that's when we had two inside days. These were questions like, hey, which way is it gonna go? And really looks more like a bear flag, in my opinion. And then this was the expectation breaker. So this was when, okay, we'd be cautiously optimistic and we participated. And now we're at a point where we say, we have to see a shallow pullback and then a move higher. That's it. That's where I'm at with this. Anyway, enough talking. You want more of this type of commentary? I also go into the internals of the market. Plus, I give you, I mean, all these other, um, you know, videos and market notes and ways to consume data and so anyway, check it out at Alphacharts 365. Click subscribe. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.